Hello, team. This is David Manout. Did everyone hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Everyone to unmute themselves, or Marilyn, if you can unmute everyone so they can go ahead and announce their first name and last and where they're calling from. That would be great.
Here you go.
Okay, anybody who would like to start, please go ahead and announce your name and where you're calling from.
Laura from
Cynthia
Arizona.
Mosley from Fresno, Texas.
Hello.
From St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome.
Guys.
Hello, Teresa, Detroit, Atlanta.
Welcome aboard, Atlanta.
We making Memphis, Tennessee.
Hello, Memphis, Tennessee.
Kirby from Boynton Beach, Florida.
Hello, welcome.
From Marlboro, Maryland.
Welcome aboard.
Andrew, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jesse Anderson, North Carolina.
Francine, New Jersey.
Hello,
Lisa
welcome
Woods,
aboard.
Houston, Texas.
Welcome.
Terry, Dallas, Texas.
Hello from Mr. Dallas, Texas.
Dexter King, North Carolina.
Yes, North Carolina.
Millionaires and billionaires, Linda from Maryland.
Hello, also fellow millionaire and billionaire.
Bella Marianne, Wisconsin.
Hello,
Wisconsin.
Denver from East Texas.
Welcome.
Anthony Jackson, Dallas, Texas.
Hello.
Marie from Florida.
John, Tennessee. Hello, John from Tennessee.
Ida from Arkansas.
Hello, come on in.
Purnell from Maryland.
Welcome aboard, Maryland.
McCann from Maryland.
Welcome.
From California.
Hello, Lynette from California.
Nancy from West Palm Beach, Florida.
Hello there from West Palm, Florida. Come on in, team. We're almost about to start here.
Deborah from Dallas.
Hello, Deborah from Dallas.
Mark in Long Beach, California.
Hello there. How are you?
Sandy from Colorado.
Hello, Sandy from Colorado.
Nick from Texas.
Hello, Mr. Nick from Texas. Welcome aboard.
Sharon from Georgia.
Hello, Sharon
Sandy
from Georgia.
from Southern California.
Hello, Sandy from Southern Cal.
Kenya from Texas.
Hello. Come on board. Okay. I think we've got most of people on the call that just mentioned their name. We'd all like to say thank you from FFG for doing so. David Manout here from Northern California. Can we go ahead and mute everyone, Marilu? Except for me, of course.
No rules. Today I'm directing the budget office.
Marilu?
To raise the amount of domestic content required to be considered made in America from 55% to 70%.
There you go. It's muted.
Okay, thank you, Marilu.
You're welcome.
David here.
David not muted. Hello.
Planning to bring an over $1 trillion infrastructure agreement between Republicans.
I think we have to mute everyone again, Marilu. Okay, team. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, David Manout here, calling from Northern California. I'd like to just to say hello to everyone. I've got our leaders, Coach Paula, and also our Queen Marilu, who's on the call. And I'll go ahead and start with the the updates with Mike G. And 10 minutes apart after yesterday's update went out, I received 2 emails almost immediately and only about 10 minutes apart. One of them simply said Yahoo. The other one said, and keep in mind, this was from a very much liked and respected partner. Mike, after reading today's update, I just finished refunding 500 each to 4 of my sub partners. I sat there in front of a big screen, totally dumbfounded. Wow, or how was it possible that 2 people reading the exact same message only moments apart could have such diametrically different points of view? Then the answer occurred to me. I had unabashedly broken a cardinal covenant of copywriting, a rule never to be violated, and as old as, perhaps even older than, the very first public series and robot catalog filled with expert copywriting printed in 1982. This rule, of course, is explain, and then explain some more. All I really needed to add to yesterday's update, where I talked about all the new documents that were registered, and no doubt a few more to come, were a result of our new Saudi partners and our new central bank in Dubai. And those new docs did not set us back even an hour, because they were prepared simultaneously with other work by one of the many lawyers representing the buyers and the bank in South Korea, which is why our lawyer closer from Seoul was there in person with the seller, witnessing the recording of these documents. This fact alone saved us 1.5 to 2 days. The second email went on to say he had only been in the loan program about 90 days and was effectively collapsing under the stress from his partners. And then he asked me, Mike, what did you eat for breakfast? Well, it's not Wheaties. I'm not superhuman, but I do live my life differently than the vast majority of most folks, and have done so more decades than I care to admit. Okay, so you need to see this. I found a commencement speech given just a few years ago, which is probably one of the best commencement speeches ever given. Highly recommended you watch it. It's less than 20 minutes. I promise you it will not be a waste of your time. And it could be very well be the most important message to guide you through life and business. And there's the link. And then long before I was exposed to this speech, and in fact, since the beginning of my professional career, I have lived my life and survived the challenges, much like the 10 metaphorical points spoken during this speech. I do not want to preach to the choir. However, I feel it is important for you to know the number one takeaway after you click the link above is this: never, never, ever ring the bell. Okay, so good news, the seller. Sometime late this afternoon, Pacific time, our seller is flying to Hawaii to meet with Executive VP. He may arrive in time to catch most of tonight's board meeting by secure video conference. However, I'm not certain about that, but it really doesn't matter. The big news is he'll be on his way. I don't think he'll arrive in time to begin any meetings tonight. So things between he and the EVP should begin, be in full swing starting tomorrow. So bear with me, as the next update or so could be much later than usual, because Hawaii is 6 hours later than Eastern, my time zone. Please keep this in mind. I'm not getting lazy. Far from it. I have never rung the bell. It just might take a little later in the day for relevant data from the seller to reach me. So it says here, even my usual 2 a.m. call from my partner Gary is always during a break or at the conclusion of the Tuesday night managers meeting and the Wednesday night board of directors meeting. So again, time zones will no doubt because a delay in my reports, but certainly not in progress for our closing. And the list of contributions we have sent to the seller has been modified by one additional disbursement noted in this link. He talks about what he has for breakfast. I'm not going to go through that. But if you want to read or listen to previous updates or listen to some of the teleconference that Mike and Gary had with us in the last few months, go to www.mikegdeal.com. That is for the update, unless Coach or Marilu has any more to share in regards to this, they may do so. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over now to Coach Kohler. And Coach, you have the mic and floor, sir.
Excellent, excellent, David. Thank you very much. And wishing my fellow millionaires and billionaires an awesome, awesome, awesome day today. All is well. And I think this news today is really, really exciting, especially because of what Mike G said towards the very top here, okay, where it says the seller is going to be on his way to Hawaii this afternoon. Now, we all know what that means. He's not going over there to go play golf. He's going over there to make it happen for us, and that is fantastic. So everybody keep hope alive. And it's amazing, this thing that he shared also over here, the different perspectives that people have. And a lot of times it's because people are not staying connected. They're not staying plugged in. Why else would somebody who is about to receive $379 million on 500 request their money back at this late hour? That's crazy. And yet somebody else is saying, wahoo! But such is life. The crazy thing is this person who received their money back, they'll not ever be able to put it back in. 4 people did that. Such is life. Such is life. And I think another thing that was really very exciting that Mike G had to share is what I see. Oh, by the way, remember when he said the closer attorney went with the seller to the bank to get the recordings taken care of? That saves us 1.5 to 2 days. Because normally, when it gets recorded, they have to wait for the court system to post it into the system, and then they have to go onto a secure site in order to see everything that has been done, which could take 1.5 to 2 days. But you can see their intention on moving up very, very quickly, okay, by having the attorney go with the seller to get the paperwork recorded so he can say, I saw it with my own eyes, it is done, let's move on. That's fantastic. And then the other thing here was this this link that Mike G posted. I would recommend that everybody go ahead and access that link. The information there is powerful. Okay, he talks about the 10 metaphorical points spoken of during the speech. Now, so what I decided is that I will give you it's about 19 minutes. I'm going to give you about 1.5 minutes of it right now to listen to. Hope just to salt the oats and hopefully it'll inspire people to go ahead and follow through, because it is always very, very important that we all follow through at all times. So let's go and share this with you real quick here. Just want to share sound. And just the last almost 2 minutes. Let's go here.
And the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start singing when you're up to your neck in mud. Finally, in SEAL training, there's a bell. a brass bell that hangs in the center of the compound for all the students to see. All you have to do to quit is ring the bell. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to wake up at 5 o'clock. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to be in the freezing cold swims. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to do the runs, the obstacle course, the PT, and you no longer have to endure the hardships of training. All you have to do is ring the bell to get out. If you want to change the world, don't ever, ever ring the bell. To the class of 2014, you are moments away from graduating, moments away from beginning your journey through life, moments away from starting to change the world for the better. It will not be easy, but you are the class of 2014, the class that can affect the lives of 800 million people in the next century. Start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better. Thank you very much. Hook 'em horns.
So, folks, I sincerely hope that this will inspire somebody to go ahead and access that link, okay, and listen to the full 19 minutes. Mike G says he lives his life by those 10 points. And I just wanted you to hear those 10 points, but you need to go and see the full story of what the Admiral had to talk about. I mean, I listened to it. I wrote down all of those different points and use it on how I can live my life also. Let's see. Somebody is saying post the link. Let me see if I can. Ask and you shall receive. There you is. All right, folks. So anyway, never ring the bell. You need to go watch the full thing so you can fully appreciate what he's talking about there. Because we might start using that. Are you ringing the bell? Don't you dare ring that bell. It'll be some kind of a nomenclature, something that we will listen to from time to time and talk about from time to time. Okay, everybody. So moving from updates to house cleaning. Queen Marilu, do you have anything to share with us?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My share today is in regards to our trust. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to accept what our blessing is going to be? Are you really, really ready? Here's what's happening. Last week, there's 2 of our members passed away. One is an accident in an airplane. One is also another accident, kind of an accident, and she fell and she went in a hospital. And then when they took her to the hospital, she had to put her in a ventilator. 2 weeks, I think 3 weeks after that, she passed away. But prior to going to the hospital, the same week, her and a friend is trying to put their trust together. Well, it did not happen because she had to go to the hospital. Now, the person, our member, wants to have her sister to be the executive trustee, meaning to take care of her financial instead of her kids. She wants her sister. And they also did a power of attorney which they asked not to give her any kind of morphine, so that if they ask what she wants to do, she will just hold the hand and squeeze it for yes. Okay. So that is really hard. But anyway, we have to, because we never know when we can guarantee, for example, if we're coming back when we leave the house. So we really need to get our trust together. It doesn't have to be PWA. Get a LLC, get a corporation, or whatever that needs to be done. We have a free videos that you guys can look at, write your notes, ask questions, because when the money is coming, Mr. G is gonna have attorneys and lawyers and accountants. They're gonna give us all this information. The more you know, the more question, the more we can understand what we're doing. We're gonna be part of the elite, I would say, and we are new. We don't understand everything right now of what we have. So don't just sit there and do nothing. Like I say, we have videos. We have a lot of information. Work on it. I am very, very busy. You guys know that. But we have to have our trust. I'm ready. I'm very ready. So that's all I could say today. God bless and learn more. I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you. Back to you, Coach.
Thank you very much, Your Royal Highness. We definitely appreciate you, all that you do. And she's quite right. As I've said before, people, get a different mindset, get a billionaire mindset. These things that the Admiral talked about are very, very important. The video that we talked about, 15 things that will happen to you when you become suddenly wealthy and what you should do. It's very important to take all of that. There are videos back there, videos on FFG services. And if for nothing else, you watch those videos and listen to all the different questions that people have asked about being able to take care of their financial situations. Some of those question sessions are 1 hour, 1.5 hours. That alone can be of tremendous help to you in understanding and preparing. Remember, we shared with you the site with Rocket Lawyers where you could get some of your estate planning needs met, so that if anything does happen to you, your intent is known and there is somebody who will step in, because your family will depend on being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor should something happen to you. Doing nothing is not an option. One of the things we shared on that site was how you could get actually different types of estate planning documents. You could get them made by top-notch attorneys for free if you will take action within 7 days. For free. Powerful attorneys, amazing stuff that they prepared there. From Medicare, from medical power of attorney to durable power of attorney. Now we know that durable power of attorney does not exceed, does not. What is the word I'm looking for? It does not survive death. But what we do know is it states your intention, and if you have a trust right now, you can put in the minutes that you would like the trustee, whoever takes over, anything happens to you, to follow those directives that you have given in your durable power of attorney. Boom, you just linked it, you know. But you can go find other people to help you. You can go to sites, just don't do anything. Because here's the situation. We have a total of 5 people that have passed away right now. Now, we are going to seek legal counsel in order to decide what to do with those funds. It's easy for somebody to just say, now, if people let us know right now, you know, no, don't send a bunch of stuff right now. We don't have time for it. But take care of your situation, right? So that it's all predated, signed, witnessed, notarized, whatever, okay? Somebody did an assignment of rights because they were leaving, going someplace. And they told us about it. But do something, folks, okay? You begin right now. Don't wait. Begin right now. Go to that site, look at all the different things that are available there, and see what you can utilize. And even if you don't execute within 7 days, wherein it will be free, it would only be $39.99 per month that they charge. I executed within 7 days, but I forgot to cancel. And they're still charging me $39.99 3 months later, but you know, it's okay. It's cool, because the resources are there. I have another legal service that I signed on that I paid about a year in advance so that I can always reach out and connect with them. That's with Legal Zoom. Do something. It doesn't cost a whole lot. And there's education available all around you. So that by the time your money comes, or by the time that Mike G brings on his experts, when those experts are talking, you will understand what they are talking about. Not only that, you will have a framework of mind, a mindset to judge what they're talking about against what it is that you've learned, and you'll be in a better position to make a move. We have to change our mindset. We're going to a different zone where we have never been before. Less than 1% of the people in America get to make over $100,000 a year. Did you hear me? Forget about the decimal point of those who make $1 million, let alone 100 million, let alone 200 million. And the poorest person on this platform will be worth over $180 million. Does that require some effort right now? Getting some things done right now? It does, folks. It does. And we want to make sure things work out well for you and your families. And it works out well for us taking care of whatever issues also. Because if you're not prepared, it will take time to get to the situation of somebody who has met their demise. Because obviously, we're going to take care of the living first. All right, everybody? It's a somber issue, but you know what? In all my years of work in this area, one of the things that I found people rarely ever talked about is what we're talking about right now. They rarely ever talked about it. And for husbands, I would say, shame on you if you don't do something, because I'm a husband and I'm just thinking, if anything happens, what would the spouse do? And for parents, kids, there's several people whose lives are dependent on the tremendous blessings that we are going to reap. And we got time. So ladies and gentlemen, let's make sure that we do something about it. All right? Both keeping our spirits up and taking care of business. All right, we don't have a whole lot else to share with you today. So as usual, we'll let you direct the discourse of the day. And now go to your questions. I'll go through real quick. This is probably a short day. I say that all the time. And then the questions keep coming. Well, that's okay. That's what we're here for. All right. So I'm looking at quite a few comments. A lot of people loved the video. Some people have watched the video already. Let's see. Okay, Sandra here says, I heard and watched this commencement speech in 2016 and several times since. It's so inspiring. I must admit, as I blush, I don't always make my bed. You'll get that joke when you watch the video. But I'll do better to do my part. I want to be ready to help change the world. Folks, we are about to help change the world. Thank God for Mike G. Thank God for the blessing. We thank God that we are here and ready to participate. Okay, so let's see whatever other comments or questions here. Ulysses says this video was amazing and relevant to our needs. Angela says, I listened, it's very encouraging. Floyd said, it's so worth listening to. That's why I wanted to make sure I bring it out, point it out, highlight it in our discourse today. Yes. Rose says, yeah, excuse me there. Need to take a drink. This is the basic mindset of most that has been through military basic training. Yeah. You'll understand that further when you get to read it. It caused me to remember some of the ridiculous, tough, shocking things that I had to go through as a cadet in the office, in the Air Force, you know, before they actually let you do what you came to do. Okay. I understand what they try to do is break us to make us. Break you so you can become disciplined. He talks about discipline there. Let's see. Lisa Wood said she also heard the commencement way back. Somebody said they were not hearing. Yeah. Sorry to hear about the passing of yet more members. Yeah, you know, such is life. We pray God continues to uphold us. Okay. Lorraine says, Mary Lou, this is good information. Thank you, because one of my referrals just passed away 2 weeks ago. I think she was in group 6. What will happen to that pledge? Now, that's a good question. We will deal with that in consultation with our attorneys, because the worst thing that we don't want to see happen is somebody claims they have a right to collect some funds, and we help them get those funds, and then the family comes out of the woodwork and they go hire an attorney. Now we got a problem on our hands, right? So we want to start right off the bat doing it right. So understand where we come from also. This is a big issue. Okay. Angela says, will we be getting any paperwork from Mike G when the money is paid out so we can show the bank? He has always said that there will be some kind of a control number. We will know after the close, but he has said that. Let's see. What is the link to view the information trust? I'm not sure what link you're talking about, but you can go to videos.ffg.services and you can view those videos, videos.ffg.services, and you can listen to all the questions and answers. It is work. It is work. Did I say it is work? It is work, because each one of those videos are like about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And it's because we wanted to take time, and most of it is questions and answers. But you got the time. Anybody looking to claim $180 million minimum should be willing to spend the time to go to school in the comfort of their home with your favorite beverage in your hand, and you can pause, start over, and pause, and start over, and pause, and start over. Ignorance is very, 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 very expensive, folks. Very expensive. Okay, Kristen says, yes, thank you, Coach Colin, Mary Lou, and David. I just got off a phone with an attorney who was impressed with my partner's questions. PWA definitely has helped get us thinking and moving in the right direction. See what I'm talking about? The more you know, the better questions you can ask. And when you speak, the minute you open your mouth, it kind of identifies you as far as your level of knowledge on what the heck you're talking about. And to the extent people kind of glean that you don't know Jack, or I should say G from her, about what you're talking about, then get ready, because somebody's going to take advantage of you. So we have the responsibility to learn, get some education. Okay. Jose says, for an overseer as God's steward must be above reproach. He must not be arrogant or quick-tempered or a drunkard or violent or greedy for gain, but hospitable, a lover of good self-control, upright, holy, and disciplined. He must hold firm to the trustworthy word as taught, so that he may be able to give instruction in sound doctrine, and also to rebuke those who contradict it. For there are many who are insubordinate, empty talkers, and deceivers, especially those of the circumcision party. They must be silenced, since they are upsetting. I know this is out of Titus 1:7-14. Read it. It's very good information. Yes, Diane, thanks for helping Angela with that answer also. And Alan, thank you for your help there and sharing some answers with people. Yes, Ann Jackson, thank you for sharing that site for people. You know, start learning, start watching videos, start reading information, start getting their education. Diane says they had a special and I got the rate of $1 per month for a year. Oh my goodness. With Rocket Lawyer, after your 7-day trial ends, inquire if they have monthly special. Isn't that something to have that in your back pocket? It's costing me $39.99, but it gives me a very good sense of ability to navigate. Even when I talk to a lawyer, I know what the heck I'm talking about, because I've researched it before I called them. I've researched it for free. So this is what we want to do, everybody. We're not trying to become lawyers, but we want to become educated so that we can get the most for our opportunity. Okay. Dan says, grateful, thankful, appreciative. Can't thank him enough for his blessing. FFG will change the world. Dan says, sow and harvest time. Yes, yes, sir. Yes. Let's see. Mike says, went to a Chase branch, asked for the wealth manager. In a flash, I was shaking hands with the manager And the only question I asked was, can I open a non-interest bearing account with an LLC trust? She said yes, and took my cell number so their wealth manager could call me. Yahoo! That's what we're talking about. Stepping out, taking charge, and being proactive. You know, don't be intimidated. Brothers, I'm so happy to be a part of this FFG family. We all have to anticipate losing many of our friends and some family members because of our newfound wealth. So be prepared. Kim says, if the deal is not closed by the end of the month, there will be additional costs and a potential Group 11. Is there any chance it is not going to close by the end of July? My answer to that, Kim, is read this update and the last 3 updates and kind of get an idea of what Mike G feels about that question. That's the best I can share with you. Yes, Joy is saying upon canceling Rocket Lawyer 7 days trial, I still have my content still fully available to me. Is that awesome or what? Go there and see what you can glean and take advantage of what you can take advantage of and begin learning how to take care of your estate planning. It begins right now. Mitchell says, once I canceled, I was sent an email offering me the $1 per month for 2 months. Hello, there's help all over the place. Francine says, I can't wait to meet you all in Vegas to personally thank you for all you have and will do. Eric says, I missed the part, what we will receive in the mail or by means concerning our money. That was at 337. Okay, you just said that. Okay. Yeah, so basically people were asking, will we get some kind of control number or something like that when our monies come, so that we don't have to go through so much scrutiny by the banks, you know? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, Mike G has always said that we will get some kind of a control number or whatever that follows the money. Okay, so, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it that we have in questions here today. We want to make sure always that you direct and control the discourse by your questions so that our meeting is always relevant and helpful and fruitful. So we will continue. Let's see, tomorrow, Thursday, will be at 6 p.m.
Coach, in regards to those numbers that the gentleman was just talking about, that's from the Homeland Security that's going to give us that those numbers.
Yeah, and when it closes, we'll have more definitive information and answers and direction with regard to that, because I guarantee you that question will come up again once we close. So nothing to worry about. All is well. All is well. So Eddie, Queen Marilu, do you have anything else to share with us?
If we have the trust, for example, California, Nevada, do they have different tax bracket?
Well, obviously, states have brackets, but then the IRS has its, as states have rates, IRS has its rates. And I think what's going to happen is when we get to meet with those tax attorneys, we'll learn more and it'll be more definitive. And beyond that, we will have so much money that we will be able to hire a battery of attorneys. And the more we can learn right now, the more we'll be prepared to ask the correct questions. So we won't try to give tax advice here, but there will be plenty of opportunity for us to get the right counsel, the right direction, the right information, because we'll be able to afford it. Okay, everybody?
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. So,
and Coach, as a reminder for everyone, tomorrow's call will be at 6 p.m. Pacific, as well. It will be at 9 p.m. Eastern time for tomorrow's call.
Excellent. So what I want to say in closing, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to stand in agreement with you and remind everybody that the power of life and death is in the tongue. And we need to make sure that everything that we're saying is blessing us and not cursing us. Because words are like seeds that you sow. And when you sow seeds, they bear fruit. Whether good fruit or bad fruit, they just bear fruit. So I hope you'll agree with me when I say you are above and not beneath. You are the head and not the tail. You are blessed coming in and you're blessed going out. You are a child of the Most High God. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No COVID, no tragedy, no calamity shall come nigh you or touch any member of your family. I'm in agreement that you will have a long and healthy life with peace and prosperity. I say that you are blessed, greatly blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved. Claim it, confess it, see it, believe it, and faith it till you make it. F-A-I-T-H. Faith it till you make it. Walk in it. Because we are all royalty. So now why don't we go ahead and open up the thing, and you can, the microphone, you can share some kind words with the rest of your fellow members.
Love you, Uncle Alma, Mary Louise, Brother Dave.
Have a blessed everyone. Have a blessed evening.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Keep believing. Keep believing.
Ola and Mary Lou.
Many blessings.